Of all the hidden villages in Naruto, the Hidden Sand Village has produced some of the strongest, fiercest, and deadliest shinobi. But which of them is the strongest? Let's find out. The countdown starts from 8. 𝐾𝐬𝐬. Brash and arrogant but loyal, 𝐾𝐬𝐬 was one of Gaara's closest allies from the start of the series and stayed that way through the end. His primary skill was his use of a three-pronged puppet. This puppet, named Karasu, was originally created by Sasori, but inherited by 𝐾𝐬𝐬. Karasu was capable of a multitude of different offensive and defensive attacks. Number 7. Temari and her fan. Cunning, intelligent, and equally fierce, Temari was one of Gaara's oldest and closest allies, along with 𝐾𝐬𝐬. Like 𝐾𝐬𝐬, Temari stayed that way to the very end. Wielding the giant folding fan, her wind fan technique was quite powerful. It could produce bellowing gusts of wind that were devastating to her foes and came in handy at many opportune moments. It once cut down an entire forest, and was an equally effective defensive technique. As any fan of the series could tell you, Temari was a force to be reckoned with. Number 6. Pakura. Pakura was a skilled kunoichi renowned throughout the Hidden Sand Village and was known as the hero of 𝐿. She possessed excellent taijutsu ability as a skilled, close-range fighter, and was able to anticipate her opponent's moves and react accordingly. Pakura's strength was not just limited to her taijutsu abilities, however. She possessed a 𝐾𝐬𝐬𝐬 referred to as Scorch Release. Number 5 goes to Reto. Every inaugural leader deserves praise. The founder of the Hidden Sand Village and the first kazekage, Reto was claimed to have gathered all of the desert shinobi under his control due to his immense power. Admittedly, viewers did not get to see a lot of Reto, and were hardly exposed to the full capabilities of his prowess, which is frankly sad. Number 4. Granny Chiyo. She's tiny, old, and seemingly frail, but viewers know not to be deceived by her looks. Granny Chiyo was absolutely one of the most skilled puppet masters in the series. Granny Chiyo introduced the skill to Sasori and nearly perfected her skills over her lifetime, which proved helpful for Sakura in her battle against Sasori. Nevertheless, her old age, coupled with her use of non-poisonous puppets, made Granny Chiyo less of a deadly force than 𝐾𝐬𝐬 or Sasori. Number 3. The third kazekage. Though very little was known of him, the third kazekage was considered the strongest sand ninja in all of Naruto. His ability to manipulate iron powder and control dust yielded incredibly deadly attacks and immensely impressive shapes that could intimidate even the deadliest and scariest of Naruto foes. Number 2 is Sasori. A polished, more jovial-looking version of Gaara, Sasori was certainly one of the most terrifying members of the Akatsuki. He's also among the most cunning and sadistic sand ninja in the series. The puppet master Sasori even turned his own body into a puppet, making him virtually immortal. Our number goes to none other than Gaara himself. When he was first introduced into the series, Gaara was perhaps the most menacing of all shinobi, let alone sand ninja, at that point in the show. He was born to kill, with a frightening bloodlust constantly in his eyes, and his signature sand coffin was downright terrifying.